Korean Prime Minister Lee Nak-yeol recently assured Bangladesh of considering duty-free and quota-free market access for all Bangladeshi products as the bilateral trade was heavily tilted towards South Korea. The assurance came during the official summit talks between Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and her South Korean counterpart in Dhaka. Cotton production in Kenya this year is expected to triple over last year's figures, marking one of the highest yields in the last decade, according to the Fibre Crops Directorate, which foresees production to rise from 10,672 tons realized last year to 30,000 tons. Increased production is being attributed to better investment and incentives to farmers. China's cotton imports in 2019-20 are likely to surpass the previous year's robust levels, and the country will remain the world's largest importer, the US Department of Agriculture said in a report. However, US cotton exports to China are weakening while that of Brazil and Australia are expanding both in terms of volume and market share. As part of its commitment to ensure that at least 20 textile and garment factories start full operations before this year end, the Central Bank of Nigeria is soliciting partnerships to fructify this goal. The Apex Bank has engaged in interactive sessions across the country that drew representatives from various textile trade unions. Amazon will invest over $700 million on training programs to upgrade skills of 1 in 3 of its US staff. Programs will help Amazon staff from all backgrounds access to move into highly skilled technical and non-technical roles across the company's corporate offices, tech hubs, fulfillment centers, retail stores, and transportation network. Bangladesh will face stiff competition in apparel exports to the European Union as its competitor Vietnam recently signed a free trade agreement with the EU, according to Bangladesh Garments Manufacturers and Exporters Association President Rubana Haq, who said almost 11% of Vietnamese apparel exports to EU will get complete duty waiver. Kenyan small traders who have been protesting high levies and delays in clearance at the port of Mombasa will continue paying 35% duty on cheap imported clothes for another year, putting pressure on their bottom lines. This is said to be a result of President Uhuru Kenyatta's job creation agenda by protecting the local textile industry. The Cambodian Ministry of Labour and Vocational Training recently signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Germany's International Development Organization (GIZ) to implement the second phase of multinational project aimed at improving the sustainability of the textile and garment sector.